Bible Atlases. This is podcast episode number 107. It's at the basic level and requires no knowledge of Accordance Bible software or Hebrew or Greek. Accordance is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, so I thought it'd be a good time to stop and give thanks. Today, I'm really thankful that I don't have to deal with an overhead projector or those awful Bible map transparencies of yesteryear. This is an overhead projector, for those of you who have never seen one. It was once used to project images on a screen. What's missing from this image is the blindingly bright light that was housed in the base and reflected from the mirror. When one placed a transparency of a map on the base, students could see a larger version on the projector screen. The idea was that instructors could make custom maps by overlaying various transparencies. Start with a basic unlabeled map of the region, add another transparency with geographic names, maybe one with ancient roads, maybe even add an overlay with the tribes of Israel. Now, as we can see, the real trouble was lining everything up correctly, while staring into the bright overhead projector light. Once we'd finally get everything aligned, we'd look up at our students only to see this. Yep, that's right. Wherever we looked, we saw nothing but the glare of the light. Of course, the glare faded over time, until the next time we had to look at the projector. I don't miss those days at all. Thankfully, the overhead projector has been replaced by the video projector in a laptop. Those transparencies, they've been replaced by Accordance's Bible Atlas and the various other atlases we offer, including these 5. Let's focus on the Accordance Bible Atlas, as this is a retrospective. It was released in 1998, 4 years after the software itself. By that time, Accordance had already built a reputation as a high-powered tool for biblical languages research. People tried to discourage us, saying Bible scholars aren't interested in maps. Boy, were they wrong. Even scholars have to teach introductory classes, and students need visual aids. The Bible Atlas sold and has remained one of our top-selling modules for the past 16 years. It's no wonder, considering what it replaced. Aside from avoiding that blindingly bright overhead projector light, here are 9 other advantages of Accordance's Atlas. Maps can be resized and recentered. Layers are always aligned automatically. Elevation and coordinates are included for every site. Users can measure distances and changes in elevation. Animated routes are included for many Bible events. Its 3D perspectives can be rotated and turned. Users can add their own custom layers to maps. The Atlas is searchable and linked to other resources, and maps can be freely copied, pasted, printed, and distributed. The Atlas currently has 12 different colors of background maps, 30 different region layers, 75 routes, most of them animated, 13 different collections of Bible sites, and 6 sample user layers. So what about connectivity? Both Macs and PCs can be connected to a video projector with a cable. Want to go wireless? Both can also connect via Wi-Fi to an Apple TV or similar device, which can then be connected in turn to either a video projector or a television. There's lots of ways to share all the resources in Accordance with a group. Accordance's Atlas has a number of differently colored maps we can use as a base layer, including some especially designed for printing. Here are just a few of them. This is beige. Here's a satellite view. And, my favorite, vivid colors. Now let's add the major biblical sites layer and a geographic regions layer. Finally, we'll add some ancient major highways. With those in place, let's do a quick historical geography of the Holy Land, which will really show off this atlas's versatility. The Egyptians loosely controlled the land of Canaan in the period of the Exodus. Here's the traditional route of the Exodus. And this is the route the Israelites used to spy out the land. We'll remove the ancient empires layer and replace it with one that shows the 12 tribes settled in the land of Israel. This loose confederation of tribes was replaced by a monarchy, which looked something like this under David and Solomon. The kingdom divided in two at Solomon's death, the larger unit to the north retaining the name Israel, while the southern kingdom adopted the name of its largest tribe, Judah. As the Assyrian Empire grew, it eventually swallowed up Israel and was in turn overwhelmed by Nebuchadnezzar's Babylon. The Persians then conquered Babylon, allowing captive peoples, including the Jews, to return to their ancestral homes. Alexander the Great took over the Persian Empire, leaving his short-lived kingdom to his successors who fell, one by one, to Rome. Here are the Roman provinces at the opening of the New Testament period. It's very easy to see the elevation and geographic coordinates of any site in instant details. And we can use the Option or Alt key to measure distances between points, including changes in elevation. We can even trace routes with multiple waypoints. The atlas can also be linked to Accordance's photo guide, which shows each site as it looks today. Here's a custom user layer I made showing the migration routes birds use from Syria to Egypt and Africa and back. I also added pictures of some of the region's birds to create interest. Now, if we want to see this in a 3D perspective, we simply select the region we want, like so. I'm no expert at this, so this video may be a bit jerky, but it's actually possible to use the controls to create a flyover of the area. A bird's eye view, so to speak. All this and more is available in Accordance's Atlas. For more help on Accordance's interactive atlas, we can always use Accordance's online help. It's available through the Accordance Help menu, and it has a very nice section explaining the atlas. I hope none of you watching this podcast are still struggling with Bible map transparencies. There's just no need for it today. Not when Accordance's Atlas offers so many advantages. For those of you who have never had to use transparencies or an overhead projector, well, that's just 2 more reasons for giving thanks. We're living in an age when technology can leverage the study of the Bible. This has been Dr. J for Accordance Bible Software. Thank you for watching this episode of Lighting the Lamp.